Hey guys, so on this episode of Garage Topics, I'm actually taking it outside of the garage into one of the trips I had in Southern California. What I got to do is take a rental car and drive it throughout the canyons all across Southern California. So instead of just having boring driving straight highway, I took some back roads and shared my experiences, which were pretty awesome because it was great weather. While I was out there, I also had the opportunity to cross something off my bucket list. I've always watched those overhauling shows with Chip Foose, so I wanted to make a trip to his personal shop that's open for tours Monday through Friday from 12 to 1 p.m. You just show up and they open up the gates for you to look. So I made the trek up there on a Friday, took the tour, it was awesome, got to see a lot of cars. Also got to see a car that was going to be released next week, but we couldn't take any pictures, so that was pretty cool. But just overall, just seeing where he works, where he's been at, and that strip of all the different shops on his street, it was just a mecca of awesome cars. So that was great. So I definitely recommend, if you're in the Southern California area, definitely check out Chip Foose's shop. So some people say that the most fun you can have in a car is in a rental car, and I definitely agree with that. I definitely don't condone being like hooning a rental car, like being aggressive with it, but definitely having fun with it. Take advantage of the unlimited miles, drive as much as you can. Overall, it's a blast. I had a ton of fun, and definitely get the chance if you can to take a rental car out and just explore, because it was awesome. Hope you guys get to enjoy these, and maybe it'll inspire you to just get out there and have fun and explore. Here's a close-up look at this awesome piece of machinery that I rented for a week, also known as a rental car, and we'll also take a look at the views that we had as well, as you can see in a second. Alright, so Chevy Performance handed over the keys to us here in Southern California with this limited edition Impala. And when I found out it was an Impala from the stupid rental car guy, I was like, the new one I've seen good things about. No, it's one of the old ones that the cops drive. It's pretty bad, but I guess it's good for the highway drive it took to get here. So let's give a first-hand performance review of this. I don't know what year this Impala is. Let's take a look at this bad boy. What is it? It's tire pressure. What year is this? Ooh, it's a 2013 limited edition. All right, good to go. It's the automatic, and for some dumb reason, there's not a single thing on here that tells you what gear you're in. You have to rely on the dash, so this is kind of dumb. And I'm guessing that they were too cheap to put the numbers there, but these are some of the roads we got going out here, so let's take them for a spin. Alright, let's get started. We're on Old Topanga Canyon Road. I found a good place to stop. Beautiful view right here. We're going to connect back up to Mulholland Drive and take this bad boy Impala down the street. So let's go ahead and put it in drive. I don't know where that's at. I got to use the dash to find it. Alright, the door's just locked. Oh, car coming by. So far I've seen a couple of Evos, just saw a Fiat Abarth cross by and some street bikes. Right now it's a 6 Series convertible, not an M6 though. Alright, I'll give him some time to get a lead in case the Impala catches up. Alright, so we're going now. First impression, this thing is like a sofa. It just rolls around like crazy. The thing I've noticed though with the Impala on the highway though is it's perfect. It's great for just cruising down the road. Up here in the twisty canyons, it kind of sucks. The roads want you to go around 25 around here. I was going maybe 35, and this thing is just tilting everywhere. So far I'm loving this thing. Alright, so we got a right-hand turn come up here, hairpin. See how the brakes are? Oh, they kind of suck. That's great. Alright, moving around the turn. I will give it to you though, this Impala has a ton of power, which is surprising. The bad thing is though, it's like trying to be in accompaniment mode the whole time. It's always trying to downshift to the lowest gear possible. So while the engine I have some praise to give it, the transmission just absolutely sucks. And there's no way to really get it to switch gears up or down. So you're just stuck with whatever the computer decides is best. And I kid you not, we've caught up to the 6 Series BMW convertible. This Impala is hauling us. I have the spoiler and the little sport wheels looking thing, so at least I don't have hubcaps. The only options I had was this silver Impala and a white Impala that looked identical, but the white one was plain. And I'm glad the guy didn't give me that, because that would have sucked. But I got out there on the lot, and there was 2 Impalas, but then there was a Boxster, the Corvette convertible, Mustang convertible, I think it was a 911, and I should have done that. And I looked at bumping up, paying out of pocket to rent the Porsche for the day. It was like $300, and I think I'd want to get more accustomed to these roads first before I take a expensive ass Porsche out on the road and mess it up. But gotta learn somewhere, so we're putting the Impala to the test and seeing what's going on. I'm gonna do a stop sign up here. I think we're gonna want to stop and meet up to Mulholland Drive, I believe, here. Mulholland Highway. Yep, we did. I don't know which way I'm supposed to go, but I'm gonna go right. I think that's the way to go. Alright, some wood chips there on the side. People, old Wild Walnut Park looks pretty wild up there. Just tons of old people making out. Let's put the punch the power. See? This thing's pretty quick. BMW didn't see me. On a red light, so I could drive more like this, but this thing is pretty embarrassing. Alright, so I figured I'd give you a shot at what raw horsepower looks like. Get ready for this power. Not bad, right? It's kind of quick. Alright, so we just came from down this way. Let's see what this horsepower can do. Alright, 45, ready? Already at 50, see? It's kind of quick. I'm curious as to what the cops use in these cars, but this thing's pretty quick. So we want to take the left here. Yeah, we want to follow the Lamborghini. Let's follow this Lambo. This Impala is showing this Lambo what's up, you know? There again, I was trying to hit the gas, but this transmission was like, no, I don't want you to speed up, so didn't get to do that. Curious to see if this Lambo actually opens it up or not. Then we get it feels like I'm pushing a sofa around here. I'm going about 35 around these seats, around these streets, if you will. But the seats have no bolstering whatsoever, so, and it's like some cheap ass leather, so I'm just slipping and sliding around in here. I think a yellow Lambo on the streets. It's kind of cool looking. Probably a little jealous of the Impala. It's got the spoiler out back. He doesn't have a spoiler, it looks like. Probably couldn't afford it. Looks like this, me and the Lambo, Impala and the Lambo is gonna get stuck behind the Odyssey. Ooh, yeah, this Impala's got a lot of torque coming up. Have to look up the numbers, but yeah, we're actually going about 25 now, so this is right where the Impala's element is. You're just going 25, slow as humanly possible. I think if you have old people driving this Impala, it actually adds to the appeal. When you see on the streets like cred, you're old, you know what you want. Just a big old sofa on wheels. But it's a perfect road trip car, and for just pity-paddling around town like this, it's fine. I'm going 25 through these turns, and nothing's going on that serious. See, we got a little bit of power. Nothing too bad. I feel bad for this Lambo. I'm sure he's trying to open it up, but obviously it's in the way. And we're going to creep around here to where we started this film at, and then I'm going to head on over to the beach, and hopefully I'll keep you posted with that. But look at these roads. Isn't that beautiful? This is incredible. This Lambo, we are slipping and sliding in the Impala, but that Lambo has no troubles at all. Safe to say that we beat the Lamborghini just then, so glad you got to take a ride in this nasty Impala. Alright, so this is Route 18 going to Route 330. This is the trip from like San Bernardino area to Big Bear. I'm heading from Big Bear back to the LA area. And this road I drove last night, it was crazy windy, and anything better than this Impala would be awesome on this road. But as far as the horsepower in the Impala, it was great for getting up the hill, but we're going slightly down now. We're going from about 7,000 foot of elevation to probably about 2 or 1,500. So it's a pretty decent drop off, but these roads are awesome. Also, here's a big corner come up here. There's no way this is making it at the speed. It is. It's squealing though on the economy tires. That's good. But some of the drop offs here are massive. Yeah, these economy tires are squealing. But Impala's holding its own. I don't know if you can see that huge gap up there, but it's beautiful. Alright, so I've had this Impala for a week now, and I have a better grasp of what I'm dealing with here. Going through some canyony twisty turns here, which it sucks on, not gonna lie. But looked up the specs, definitely has 300 horsepower, which is pretty crazy. The transmission holds it back because it's always trying to be in economy mode. But where it shines is the highway. I've done a ton of highway driving, and this thing has just been awesome. It's been super comfy, soaks up any bumps, but that's about all it's good for. The dials for the HVAC are a little bit wonky. What else? It just feels cheap. Like, it feels like if it had a little bit more attention to detail put into it when it was made, it'd be a really great car. And I'm hoping that's what the new Impalas are, but it's just lacking. I spent, I don't know, embarrassingly 3 minutes looking for the button to release the cover for the gas cap, but this car doesn't even have that. It's just a pull lever like cars from the 70s. So just little things here and there. But as much as I ragged on it at the start, it's been great for driving around on the LA highways. Automatic's been good too because of all the stop and go traffic. Although the automatic's bad when you're trying to actually do performance things, which you probably shouldn't be doing in this car. And the only time you really see the high horsepower in this car is at the very top of the RPM range. If you're just putting around town, you wouldn't know it. So unless you're flooring it, you're not having fun. So as far as a rental car, it's pretty fun. I would recommend this rental car over any like small economy car, just because of how much fun it's been with the speed and how comforting it is. But if I was doing nothing but canyons, I'd probably try and get something lighter that had a little bit better suspension and just use momentum to get it down. And we're still coming down the mountain now. We're higher than some clouds. You can see them dropping down below. But so that's my thoughts about the Impala. I gotta go drop it off at the airport now. It's gonna be a sad day, but I'm sure we'll meet again.